Yo, this is Snappy, and before I start the video, I want you guys to know this is a very opinionated video. It's gonna sound like I'm bashing the game, but I'm really not. We just gotta talk about this. But like, share, subscribe if you new. No, I talk about these conversations every now and then. I will be talking a little bit more to my actual subscribers at the end of this video about content. But yeah, let's get started. So, as you guys see in the title, as you guys already noticed in my tone, a little bit annoyed with ranked. Not because ranked is terrible. No, rank is, with skill-based matchmaking, is really good. But I'm going to make a very opinionated point right here, and a lot of people are not going to agree with it. And that is simply this: if you don't 3 or 4 stack, you aren't going to really climb in this game. The game right now, the way ranked is catered for grouping, and I understand why, 100% understand why, but I feel as though the devs have kind of ignored the solo duo queue players. So we're going to talk about it a little bit. I'm going to talk about my experience. Like I said, enjoy the background game. It's a 2v2, and yeah, so let's talk about it. So I've been playing ranked for the past 2 days. I haven't really had the time to really sit and dive into it because of school and being busy and, home life. But when I do dive into it, I have fun until I literally got up to the game's going into silver. And then I started noticing the trend. I had already noticed a trend getting to the point I got to, but it really got apparent that 4 stacking versus a duo queue, a solo queue, if it's purely solo queues, or if it's 2 duo queues, or if it's duo solo, it makes a huge difference. And you know the difference when you're playing somebody. People run strategies, people run comp, they run comp rogue. So for instance, when I was playing, I played a team full of solo queue players. We were all on the mic and we were talking. It was communication, but we ran across a team that was straight 4 stacking. They were running the Dahlia Trench, Vi, and Ronin comp, which is a very good comp. They ran it to a T to the point we couldn't do anything about it because we have to synergize within 7 rounds, essentially. You have 7 rounds, you ain't got 7, you honestly got 2 rounds to synergize if you're a solo player, to mix in with these players, solo or duo. Whereas a 4 stack, they already know it. And I know a lot of people already listen to this video, get good scrub. I understand that, but it's kind of hard to get good when you're in a skill-based matchmaking thing and you're the only one trying to get good. And this is what I mean. Solo queue players know what I'm talking about. You got those players, they're so used to playing with certain ways. So you got certain people that maybe their teammate on, maybe their kids, maybe they don't really care. Maybe they're just used to playing this way because they could get away with it in a casual mode. So you see a lot of people, they're going ham. You see people trying to flank, and it don't work like that against a 4 stack. Prime example, Scorch versus a 4 stack is shit. A lot of people like to say Scorch is the best character in the game, but people that play Demolition and not Strikeout, we know when we hear that flame, you back up, you count to 10 to 15, you turn around on Scorch because she can't do shit to your team. It's easy to stop a Scorch. It's easy to stop certain people, but they're so used to it because a lot of people are coming from Strikeout over to rank. So now they're going from Strikeout to Demolition. They might have only played Strikeout. Now a lot of people are taking bad habits and bringing it into that mode. Now, as a solo player myself, I have grinded. Yes, I've taken losses. I never thought the grind from a bronze to a silver tag would be hard. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people are like, it's not that hard. But like I said, yet again, I'm going against 4 stacks, and I might be in a fully solo, duo solo, or a trio solo. And then let's not get to communication in between these two. A lot of people do not communicate. Now, it's true crossplay right now. So if you're playing controller PlayStation, you're playing against controller PC. It's true crossplay. You know how I know that? Because those frames is real, boy. I ain't even gonna tell you. I got beamed them. It was like, how the hell he see me? But you know, it is what it is. You know, I can't complain about it. It's the life I chose. But for a lot of players aren't like me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of players can't deal with that grind. I get frustrated about that grind to the point I done raged on my teammates a couple of times, and that's not good. That's not good. A game should never make you feel as though you need to rage. A game should never make you feel as though you need to rage at teammates. And when it makes you get to that point, that is a problem. Now I know you guys that probably stay a little bit later in the video is like, well, Nappy, what can you do? Why are you complaining about it? Why don't you force stack? Now, I'll give you 3 options what you can do. You can force stack, continue to solo, quit. Force stacking is cool, but here's the problem with force stacking that I have. Unless you're somebody like Nash, Frag Out, Moho, you know, people we know are going to be rolled. Unless you're one of them, when you stop force stacking, you're going to diminish. You know why? Because force stacking pushes the team stronger than what the hell they were going to be individual. You know what I mean? This game is not like League of Legends. It's not like League of Legends. You can solo carry, but it is very hard to solo carry if you're dealing with people that are just as good as you. It is very hard to solo carry in this game compared to something like League of Legends. And we even see it. I can compare it to Rainbow Six Siege, which is the closest thing to compare it to. Even in Rainbow Six Siege, when people are of equal skill, it is very hard to carry. Because if you're the strongest link and your team is doing bad, instead of going after your team, they're going to go after you. You know? Why would I attack the weak links? I'm going to go after the strongest one, get him out the game, get him frustrated, because we know the weak links ain't going to do shit. Now, but force stacking is probably the best way to climb. So I do recommend, if you can avoid solo queue and avoid torture like me, because I love torture and pain, I'm sorry. Don't force stack. Just force stack, 3 stack if you can, if that's an option. Now, if you don't have an option, your second option is to get a duo. You know, duos do help. You have an extra person that can communicate, and if your duo is good, that's the second person that can carry if you're down, and you can carry if they're down. Now, that is another option, but I do think with the duo queue, I think that's going to stagnate to at least diamond. I think at diamond, that's going to be cut off for duo queues. I think platinum for solo queue, diamond for duo queue. I think that's a fair assessment. I do think you can climb. It's just super hard where we're at right now. Now, the second option, like I said, continue to solo queue. Now, like I said, if you like that torture, you like that pain, it's going to be worth it in the long run, because you're going to learn how to carry. I will say that. As much as I get frustrated at solo queue, I am learning how to carry. I'm learning the maps. I am learning how teams are playing, and I'm learning how to adjust to it. Now, as a solo queue player, you learn more than you will in any other one of these options, in my opinion. You will learn more. You will learn how to be that carry machine. You know why? Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to carry in some type of way. If it's reviving more, if it's buying utilities so your team doesn't be stupid, if it's carrying a 1v4 fight, you're going to have to do it eventually. Everybody has to do it. You got to learn. In the solo queue, not having nobody to communicate to, not having people that know your synergy, it's going to happen. And it's the best way to learn. So you can't have that, but I'm telling you, it's a tough road ahead as a solo queue player. Now, the third option is to quit. You could quit until they put a solo duo queue in, but I'm going to tell you now, Roll Company is that type of game. If you quit now, you're fucked, because you're going to be way behind. You're going to be way behind if you quit. That's why I don't quit. That's why in this gameplay you see Haku, which is, when I can't play with her, she's a duo queue. She's a duo queue. She's duo. We duo together. We do good together. But other than that, I'm solo queuing. You know, you gotta learn. You have to learn. You have to learn. Now, I do want the devs to eventually put in a solo duo queue and then put it in a 4-stack queue. I think that's fair. I think that's viable. I understand why they didn't do it. don't get me wrong, I want to say this. I understand why they didn't do it. 100% they didn't do it off the pure fact there's not enough people in the game to do it. There's not enough people in the game for them to drop it, so they want to improvise, force stacking, and having people come in to help them and, you know, have the game grow. That's why we don't have a solo duo queue. That's why. That's the only reason why. But other than that, like I said, hopefully they can implement it eventually. Maybe season 1 they can go ahead and implement it. And another thing I would like to see is my actual team ranked. Like if I see my team ranked, I would feel better, 100%. But other than that, it's been nappy. Yeah. So I actually did my outro a little bit too early. Like I said, I want to talk to myself real quick. As of Thursday, I'm still gonna play Road Company, but it might, depending on how my computer works with me, it might be limited because Godfall comes out, and like I told y'all in the update, I want to get Godfall content out. That's why I upgraded my PC for that game. So you're gonna be seeing Godfall kind of trickle in with the Road Company. I'm gonna roll it in, see how the community likes it, because right now we're still growing and it's looking like the community really is enjoying these Road Company videos. So I don't want to interfere with this and then come back to that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely want to get the Road Company popping off on the channel because it's starting to pop a little bit. I'm getting way more views than what I usually do on my videos, and I'm loving it. But other than that, like I said, Thursday, look for Friday, the first Godfall video if everything goes well. If not, I'll let you guys know on Friday. But other than that, it's been nappy. I'm out. Peace.